This episode of Attic Weekly News is sponsored by Jim's Deli.
Good evening. This is Maxwell Kazmarek of Attic Weekly News, and tonight we have a special PSA segment on water pollution. Our first pollutant we'll be discussing today is nitrogen. Nitrogen can come from anything from lawn fertilizers, from runoff to farms, water waste, and sewage. Nitrates affect aquatic ecosystems. Algae and plants use nitrates as food, causing mass algae blooms in water. The increase in algae depletes a body of water of most of its dissolved oxygen, causing larger organisms such as fish to suffocate and abandon the area. Scientists use nitrogen test strips to measure how much nitrogen is in a body of water. Ways that you can reduce your pollutants include not using as much fertilizer on your lawn, installing cleaner cesspools, and advocating for agricultural and livestock farms to reduce the amount of nitrates that they leak into water streams. Hey man, what you doing?
Just fertilizing my lawn.
Bruh. You know what'll happen when it rains out?
No, what?
Well, when the rain comes, all the fertilizer will just wash off your lawn into the streets and the sewers.
Really?
And the sewers and the streets lead right into the water over there.
So I should not do this anymore?
If you care about the aquatic life,
I do.
Nitrates in the water could cause algae blooms that use up all the dissolved oxygen in the water, suffocating fish.
Okay, man. I'll stop it.
Justin Mailer here from Attic Weekly News, and I will be discussing the effects plastic has on our ocean. Plastic comes from water bottles, plastic bags, packaging, and many other sources. It takes millions of years for one plastic water bottle to decompose, and it leaves behind many toxins when it degrades. Animals also eat plastic and suffocate from plastic bags, killing them and destroying much of the aquatic life. Aquatic life has also been found with plastic garbage in their stomachs, affecting what we eat as humans. Scientists measure the amount of plastic in the ocean by observing and counting the plastic waste in the ocean. Some ways that we could reduce plastic waste is throw out your jewel pods, recycle, reduce plastic usage, and make products with biodegradable plastic. Now we will go off into the public and interview some bozos. Bruh, are you serious? Did
Why?
you just litter your water bottle right next to the ocean?
Yeah, I don't care.
Do you know the consequences to the environment that could have?
No, what could happen, man?
If that bottle ends up washing into the ocean, fish could die from eating the plastic. Also, there's two birds right there, a male mallard duck and a female mallard duck. They could eat that and die as well.
No, really?
So you better think about...
Hello, Sam Hampson here on Attic Weekly News. The next pollutant we're going to be discussing is oil. Oil comes from motor engines, boat engines, oil spills, and runoff in the streets. Scientists usually measure the amount of oil in water by looking at the chemical composition of the water. And some ways that we can reduce the oil in the water is just oil rigs can take better safety precautions. A lot of oil rigs are just really being messy with all this oil in the environment. The next way we can reduce the oil in water is to reduce the amount of fossil fuels that you use to reduce runoff. So this means that just be more safe in the environment. And that's it.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, how you doing?
Good. Are you aware of what could happen if the oil you're changing spilled into the water?
No, what could happen?
Bruh.
Well, the oil, once it gets in the water, it could affect all the animals around it. Birds that swim in the water, it could coat their feathers and they won't be able to fly anymore. And the toxins that it leaves behind could unhealthily affect fish.
Really?
Yeah.
So I should stop what I'm doing, right?
Take it somewhere else. Just
All
make
right.
sure you're safe with it.
Alright, thanks, bro.
No problem. Don't be like that, bozo. But now off to our special guest, Andrew Zimlinghouse, performing Water on My Mind.
What up, period 3? Yo, I got water on my mind. Yeah. Listen up, I got something to say.
I get
get to wash my hands. I ain't get to drink no water. No water on Christmas. I couldn't even take a shower. Don't use too much fertilizer, or you'll pollute the environment.
What are your thoughts?
Animals suffocate from plastic. Yeah, it's all so tragic. Yo, so I was drinking water out of a plastic water bottle. It's pretty cool, bro. I love plastic bottles.
Nah, fam.
So what do you mean? They're so convenient, bro.
Nah, bro. When you throw them out, they just go straight to the dumps.
Yeah, well, it's only one bottle.
Yeah, but those bottles add up.
What do you mean?
They add up in the ocean, man. That fish gonna be dying on them.
Bro, those fish are fine.
Nah, 'cause I got water on them.
I wake up in the morning, I got water on my mind. Plastic water bottles, fertilizer, and some oil. Nestle robbing water sources out of all their rights. But I can't let them do it, I got water on my mind. Yellow tape around the well, it's such a flippin' crime. There's plastic in the ocean, yeah, the fish are gonna die. Everybody loves to litter, but never pay the fine. Nestle reloaded its tank, took the water as its prize. The fish dropped to the ocean floor with teardrops in their eyes. All the plastic in the ocean is gonna make them die. I told them humans are evil, it's time to say goodbye. And they died inside my arms, tears all on my face. I wake up in the morning, I got water on my mind. Plastic water bottles, fertilizer, and some oil. Nestle robbing water sources out of all their rights. But I can't let them do it, I got water on my mind. On my mind.
Hey there, Andrew Zillinghouse from Attic Weekly News. We're here to talk about two environmental laws that protect the quality of water. The first one is the Clean Water Act of 1972, which established a basic structure for regulating pollutant discharges in the waters of the United States. The second one is the Safe Drinking Water Act of 1974, which protects public drinking water throughout the nation and set the standard for safe drinking water.
Thanks for tuning into Attic Weekly News. Next week, we'll be going out into the field at the creek to find out what's just really under that bridge. See you next week.
Cállate, Minecraft.
Pull up on your block, then I bleed it. Sliding, if I don't drop something, I can't leave.